It's really high. Right, so red, white, turbo, boom. We're coming back to this list. It's been a little while since we've touched the list. We've done some updates with the Twitch folks here. And for you YouTube folks, here is what we've got going. Nothing really has changed in the main list. I do know that sometimes the Luminarch and just being on the Rabblemaster or Judge's Familiar wasn't quite enough. We'll see if that becomes a problem here once again. But otherwise, we're trying to slap down Giver, do quick cleansing wildfires and boom bust, maybe with Leonin Arbiter, and start to destroy our opponent's lands. And hopefully, with Leonin Arbiter coming out very quickly, our opponent may not be able to fetch either. Sideboards have been tuned slightly here. Last time we were out here, it had a lot more for red hate. In this case, we've taken out Burnington Forge Tender, and we also took out Core Firewalker. We've added things like Pithing Needle, even Mind Sensors to go along with our searching, taxing effects here. A couple of Braids and Rest in Peace to replace some Ravenous Traps as well. The list is trying to basically get out a quick Leonin Arbiter, Luminarch Aspirant on Judge's Familiar Rabblemaster, and hit him with the Boom Bust or Cleansing Wildfires. This is our list. This is what we're going to try. It's a very fast list. Can be annoying for opponents. We'll see if that's the case here. Let's get into our matches. Let's play some Magic. One chest is approximately 2.5, give or take. That's why we almost never open them. Because you win a few 3-2 leagues and you get to buy a free league, no problem. Not to mention the play points that you won as well. But yeah, they're going for 2.31 right now, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Had to trade in some treasure chests here to get us going. Let's go, though. Let's play some Magic. Okay, lacking a red source, but we have Judge's Familiar and Giver of Runes, plus a Path. I'm gonna keep. We only need about 2 lands, so we're gonna be a little bit more open-minded with some of our stuff we start with here. It's 2021, and someone's going to remind me that we're playing with 1 land here and broke our rule again. I'm ready. My opponent mulligans to 5 here. Wonder if I'm supposed to start with Judge's Familiar. I think I want to do Giver first, though, then Judges. And if I get the chance to play a second Giver, that's fine as well. Cavern of Souls, okay. Gets an Aether Vial down. We find ourselves a Simian Spirit Guide. Well, let's play new Giver here and pass the turn. Now I have both Givers down. This is kind of interesting because this looks like it's humans, but it's actually goblins. We'll see what this does for us. We have some nice removal for our opponent, but goblins is gonna be a little bit rough here. Extra land here allows us to play Judge's Familiar. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here. If they do play something in, I can Path or Bolt it pretty easily. We don't need 2 Givers right now. It's a recommendation rather than a rule. By the way, this is a good matchup for Core Firewalker. And my opponent doesn't fetch too often, but we do have that Leonin Arbiter that will be beneficial to us. Bloodstained Mire here on the Blood Crypt. This is also a great match for a Braid. Yeah, we're not planning to bust really too fast here because of the Aether Vial. If I found a Flagstones, I might consider it. Also, Judge's Familiar is not the greatest card here because they're almost exclusively creature cards. The Bogart. Get a Snoop here. Kind of wonder if I'm supposed to just go ahead and path this. I'm gonna wait though. It's a bonus path. Yeah, Mind Sensor's not bad here either. I suppose I could just path the Snoop. We'll just let them draw the Snoop here. I'm not so worried about this. I have 2 paths. Yeah, this may be like a game 2 kind of thing here. Okay, we're doing nothing here. No surprises. Extra lightning bolt. Attack with the bird, pass turn. They're gonna play Snoop down. I'm probably going to just path the Snoop. Kind of tempted to bolt the Snoop, actually, here. I have a land coming. I'm gonna bolt so they can't play Ringleader anytime soon here, and leaving 2 paths open. Need all the Simian Spirit Guides for all the bolts. Alright, so Snoop was played here. 3 Blackcleave Cliffs. This makes Ringleader an option next turn. If I get a land here, I might Boom Bust just to make it so the Aether Vial is the only thing they can do. We're slowly killing them. Very, very slowly. 2 paths available to us. That's it. It's missing some red. Didn't we say it? We're playing mono white land destruction. Splashing red through only Simian Spirit Guide. Here comes Aether Vial and 4 for Ringleader. Oh yeah, this is gonna get rough. Alright, my opponent gets a expert. Luckily we have protection. That was a pretty bad Ringleader, if I'm honest with you. Attacks for 4. I think I'm just gonna accept the 4 here. Leave myself both givers. Keep smacking in with the judges. We need them to whiff like a few more times here. It's our only chance. Red, red. New Snoop. Top is a mountain. Let's go ahead and path. Not really sure why I have 2 different paths. Where are these lands? They were all in the last league. Uncle DB, right? Hey, thank you for the follow. New judge is familiar. We're gonna start attacking for 2. I think I'm gonna still leave up both givers here briefly because we have an expert that can try to shoot something. I need to update the follower goal, but we have to pick a follower goal. What do we want it to be? 3001? Aether Vial. Expert and 2 unknowns. 7,000? That's ridiculous. 10K? You're all gonna have to help me if we're gonna try to go that high. There's Arbiter. Not sure this works very well for us right now. Let's attack for 2 and pass turn with a path open. 10. Arbiter right on time. Sling Gang. Let's path you before you get crazy here. $3.5K? I should probably look up how many we had. It's protection from black or something here. Oh, do we have another one? Wow. Okay, okay. The stack is getting crazy. That's fine. All right, they're empty-handed, but they have a lot of goblins. I'm thinking like 5K might be a good slot. But maybe I'm wrong. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 3. Going to 3 seems dangerous. Not that I have a choice. I mean, 10K would be awesome, But like Evan and I challenge each other to race to 5K and we haven't even hit that yet. This is an interesting card. 3. I can block here, here, here. Here, here, here. And then one more. Let's go ahead and play this down and see what happens. I'm gonna maybe make the giver here bigger. So the giver doesn't exactly trade off. This is looking pretty sketchy though. Yeah, we're living barely unless they had a goblin right here off their one card. Doesn't seem like they do though. Boss Rat? Yeah, Boss Rat and I are racing to 5K. Maybe I'll just make 5K the goal this year. That seems reasonable. 5K here and 5K on YouTube. It's an additional 2K in each location. Dang it. I need a bolt. Where's my red mana? Alright. I think that game came down to this color missing. But I could be wrong. Alright, I don't mind like this. I don't mind this stuff right here. Just depends on how much of it I want to bring in. Just depends on how much I want to bring in here. Let's think. As cute as Judge's Familiar was there, Auriok Champion could probably replace that. I kind of want the Aven Mind Sensors over maybe Rabble Master, because I don't think Rabble Master is going to get through on the ground. Cleansing seems bad. It's tough to say because it's supposed to go with our Leonin Arbiter, but we can take a few of those out. Actually, let's do all of them, kind of like you're suggesting. Let's look at these Aurioks, Avens, Skyclaves, and Pithing and Abrades. Well, that's what the Pithing Needle and Abrades are for. We can hit some of their mana with the Boom Bust, in which case I kind of want just Cleansing Wildfire to make us more consistent here. I think Bolt hits most of their stuff. I'm going to take Paths out. I'm going to take one Giver out. And one Simian, one Rabble Master. Maybe it's more Rabble Masters here. I'm gonna take 2 Boom Busts back in and get rid of the Rabble Masters completely. We're here to blow up some lands. My opponents told me that Judge's Familiar was no good. We'll teach you. We sideboarded out. Let's play first. Alright, let's keep this hand. Pretty nice little hand here of interaction. I think I'll lead with Pithing Needle. I'd love to lead with the Giver here, but I think it's just Pithing Needle Flagstones. I'm doubling the average CMC of my spells, yes, but they're so much more powerful, right? Powerful mid-range Boom Bust. There's a bunch of things I could name here with this Pithing Needle. I could name Snoop, because I have the Aether Vial covered by the Abrade. Maybe I do that. Maybe that's smarter. I also have the Skyclave here. Let's do a Snoop here. Pass the turn. This is probably just the smarter play here than trying to be quirky about it. They play Aether Vial here. We've got it covered. I can kill the Skirk here as well, which is probably okay to do. I don't want them to have a lot of mana here. We're just going to be removing some stuff as we go up the curve here. We've got pretty much everything mana-wise that we want. There's Snoop. Doesn't do a whole lot right now. What a smart name by us. We'll play the Giver down as protection for Skyclave here. They can just fire the Expert in which case I'll just play the Skyclave next. Skyclave might need to go on this Aether Vial if they miss a land drop here. We can also cantrip now, which is super nice. Attack for 2. We'll just, yep, that's good. They don't miss. Let's go ahead and use a Sunbaked Canyon briefly. I don't really care about the Giver dying here. We knew this was an option. I guess they were doing this so I don't shoot one of these, but I like drawing deeper here. Ghost Quarter. New Skyclave. Grab a Snoop here. Will this stream be on YouTube later? It likely will. It likely will, but I'm not going to completely guarantee that. You can always watch the VOD on Twitch if it's not. If it does go live, it's going to be in like 3 or 4 days because I've got some stuff from last week queued up. All right, Goblin Ringleader here, hitting Snoop and Bogart. Attacks. Guess I won't block, so I can just attack back. Where do we go from here? To be honest, I really don't know. Play Giver attack with the Skyclave here, past turn. Save other Skyclave for something more important. 5 moons went okay. 2-3 overall. And that was probably a saved 2-3. Look, it's Kiki Jiki. This is awful for us to have this off the top. Except they don't have enough mana, thank goodness. I guess I can Ghost Quarter it away. I really don't want them having a Kiki Jiki plus Goblin Ringleader here and just copying. And I can't get rid of the Kiki Jiki with a Skyclave. We're in a lot of trouble here. This is probably not a list we want to see. They're just gonna play Bogart, re-put Kiki Jiki on top. Well, if I hit a Leon and Arbiter, I could get rid of a land. Gets a Goblin Crater Maker. That's pretty good. Gets rid of the Pithy Needle here. So I guess I need to Ghost Quarter. So I get rid of the Crater Maker, because I don't want that. Is there anything special I want to do here? Let's go and attack first. Maybe I can bait out a triple block here. Nope. Let's go ahead and get rid of... I don't know. Shouldn't really matter. We're just shuffling away the Crater Maker here. They choose not to. This is really smart of them. So now I'll go ahead and Skyclave Apparition to get rid of the Snoop. And just pass the turn with a Bolt open. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. My opponent also had a, you know, Goblin over here. There's Crater Maker. Cool. I would assume there's a way to. You just hit the button that allows you to change. All right, Sunbaked. Let's go ahead and cantrip these. Say Leonin Arbiter, which isn't bad. Makes things awkward for them when searching. Pass the turn here because I need to leave Giver open to protect from Goblin Crater Maker. You should have a resolution option, though, on the gear. There's a little gear somewhere. Extra Aether Vial here. How do we get around creatures? This is a problem for us. Let's attack for 2. See if they want to trade. They don't. Put a land in tapped past turn. My opponent is top decking here. I would take a boom bust, but unfortunately we don't have the Aether Vial covered right now. We don't have another Pithing Needle just yet. I put counters on Judge's Familiar, that's how I'm supposed to win. Opponent shocks in and Blood Crypt, that's not good. Oh no, Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki. That's not good. About that Kiki Jiki. Can I not flood out? Can we not? We'll just pass turn here. I suppose... if I go now on the Kiki Jiki, they don't get Bogart, they get a Ringleader. Which I suppose is okay, right? Maybe that's what I need to do right now. Or if I don't do this now, it's just going to be consistently a problem. But if I do it right here, maybe I have a random shot at this. I feel like creatures here is not very good, and we don't have any Oriok champions. So they choose Ringleader, no surprise there. They hit another Ringleader, that is it. That is it. I'll take it. I guess I've given them an extra Ringleader here by waiting until end step. I should have done this on main. I reconsidered what I was doing there right before the end step, so small hurdle there. Three mana. Four mana. Ringleader? I can hope they miss here. It's slowly becoming a non-realistic thing. Oh no. Okay. Chieftain, Matron, and Skirk here for my opponent. That, well, that's changed. Play Skirk. They didn't miss. They certainly did not. Seems like good game, probably. I don't have a board wipe. If we run into a bunch of little creature lists, we're gonna be in trouble. Goblin seems like a bad matchup right now. Sacrifice this. Kills Giver here with the Goblin Crater Maker. I can now F6 peacefully. Puts a Chieftain into play. Smash. I can block 3, 6, 9. I take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they have 2 more. I only have spot removal. We're done. Alright. No good. We started out bad last time, though, and we know what happened there. We recovered right at the end. Let's go. Let's go. Haven't seen goblins in a long time. Didn't expect the creature matchup. Like an Anger would have been super nice to have. Don't be sad, Uncle DB. Alright. Let's hope they have fetch lands. Let's keep. 1 landers. Who needs that second land? Look at all these Leonin Arbiters. Let's see that fetch land, opponent. That's not a fetch land. That's a steam vents. Don't shock in, you don't need to. Let's rip a land off the top so I can do Leonin Arbiters for days. Nice, a little tap in here. Opponent made a land drop, we've lost. Turtle power. We're just not equipped to destroy goblins. We would have done that if we had the red prison list. We should have swapped the leagues. Waiting for my opponent to give me the turn back here. All right. I'm gonna lead with Judge's Familiar here because this stops instants. My opponent took a long time on their turn 1 here. Go ahead. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My opponent kept a steam vents. Uh-oh. Give me that land. Flood out for once. Wait, don't do that. Just one land. I really want to run out of Leonin Arbiter here. Because I have the Judge's Familiar covering this. I'm going to do Giver here and just attack once, though. Seems like a reasonable way to protect Giver here, and then Giver can protect Leonin Arbiter. Because I'm just afraid of a bolt happening. Okay. Do we have a land for opponent? They do. It's not fetching, so Leonin Arbiter wouldn't have been great anyway. All right, what's going on, opponent? You have blue and red. We've hit a boom bust. It's not very good right now. Attack for 1. Hiya! You know how bad boom busting would be here? It'd be great. Somehow I'm in end step. I thought I was in main. Exile. Whoa! Hold on, opponent. You're not allowed to have that card. It's not allowed. Three mana? 2 mana? 3. 3 and gets a Blood Sun. Oh no. We know what this list is now. Land. How do we feel about them playing a Lotus Bloom? Or a Lotus... the Lotus land. What can I do here? I could play a Leonin Arbiter and then Ghost Quarter the field. Which doesn't feel so bad. I can Boom Bust something as well. Kind of like the Leonin Arbiter field, the flagstones here. Oh, I can't Ghost Quarter, you're right. Because of the Blood Sun. Alright. In that case, let's just get aggro, like Uncle DB says. I'm sitting here like, easy mode. Just kidding. It's ridiculous. Smash face. Let's smash him for 2. We're gonna end this game. I'm done with you, opponent. I hate this Blood Sun. Get out of here. What do you think you are? Look at these Leonin Arbiters chilling out in our hand. The legends that are. There's the Lotus Field. There you go. Opponent's got 6 mana. 5 mana to Fairy. Draw. I guess at least I could boom bust the Lotus Field here so they don't have as much mana here. And I get to attack with Rabble Masters and Goblins and stuff like that. I would take a land here that gives me red. That's a lot of mana they have. Judges familiar. Alright, combat. Let's try to get rid of the Teferi, I think. What's up, Last God? We were checking for you earlier. How's it going? Genesis Wave for 10 versus Donnie and Corey. Donnie, Evan, and Corey tonight. Woo! Calm down over there, Last God. Beating people up. That's rude. Alright, my opponent's thinking here. They want to do something. I have this Judge's Familiar. They decide Cryptic Tap Draw is what they want to do here. I'm gonna let this resolve, and I'm going to go ahead and boom bust the Lotus Field here. And hope that that sets them back some. If they counter this, I keep my land, but then they have a lot more mana. That, I agree, that is not important at all. Evan thinks it's important, but you're the true winner. Upticks with the Teferi here. Did I put that Wear and Tear in? I did not. We even talked about a Wear and Tear. This fluffy scrub can't even put the right sideboard cards in. This is their chance to get rid of the Giver and the Rabble Master. Look at us with our one lander. Look at this fancy one lander here. Turn 6, they're still in hand. Aw, yeah, they're doing their job. We're gonna get tapped down again here. I could have countered that. Really should have. We might get punished for not countering there. Cat Jesus Tron. Really needed to counter there. Path of Goblin? No. Oh gosh, they have a Lotus Field again. Now they have so much mana here. I'm so punished for what I've done here. I feel like we have to concede and go to the next match. My opponent has 7 cards in hand, untapping Lotus Field here and getting whatever else they have. They'll just burn whatever. Yeah, just a Fairy. I'm still at 1 land here on turn 7. We have Sunbaked Canyon. You're right, we have Sunbaked Canyon. Also, my opponent hasn't fetched a single time yet. Does this list play fetches? I guess it doesn't because it has Blood Sun here. That would be terrible for them. It's adorable. All right. I was gonna say, I don't think it's any fetches here. I really don't have much for this. Need Rabble Masters, don't mind Judges. Probably can strip out the Paths and some Lightning Bolts here and just bring Pithy Needle Skyclaves and maybe an Eidolon of Rhetoric. Trim 1 Cleansing Wildfire and try it. Path is bad. I mean, I think Path is reasonably bad here. They're going to play the big sharks, right? That's what they're going to try to do? Ugh. I'll go with this. Let's play first. All right. It's nice to have a hand. Here we go. Judges into Luminarch into Rabble Master. Let's make things happen. Let's make some stuff happen here. Supreme Verdict main is rough as well. I'm sure they brought in more Verdict style effects. Flagstone for my opponent, giving us the turn back, I presume. Play our own Flagstones. Luminarch here, making a 2/2 Judges Familiar and smack them for 2. They went to Path, the Luminarch. I was going to put him on the Judge's Familiar, at least the first one, then maybe the second one on Goblin Rabble Master. They're pathing, though. I don't think this Judge's Familiar gets any better here, right? It's stuck in reverse? Yeah, it seems to be. Let's counter here. What's up, Nydia? Welcome back. 5 months. We're almost at half year. Thanks so much for the sub. Getting it done. Getting it done. All right, little path there. Luminarch stays around here. We got Rabble Master coming up next. You did? Being 1.5 years? No. I thought you were at 1 year. I don't get those fanciness, Last God. I don't get that. I'm not a partner. The red ball is as high as it goes for me. It has not been unlocked. Flagstones dropped here as the second land for my opponent, finding a hallowed fountain. Definitely gonna jam this Rabble Master. I'm afraid of another path here, but whatever. We'll accept our path fate here. Rabble Master triggers. There we go. Combat. Whoosh. This looks nice. This looks nice. Except that I don't have much else going on here. Steam Vents shocked in. Okay. Do we have Blood Sun or Teferi? Blood Sun, okay. This is a very good card here. I can now play Judge's Familiar to protect this, and then I can Boom Bust. And Boom Busting here, and then my opponent needs probably more white. Initially, I put it on Judge's Familiar, or sorry, I put it on the Rabble Master, and then the first time I put it on the Judge's Familiar. We're gonna spread it out. Blood Sun stops the interaction with the Flagstones, yes, but this gives them blue as well. Unless blue seems appropriate here, although my opponent's probably got a Lotus. Lotus Supreme Verdict is still an option for them. And I can't do much about that. We'll see if they have the Lotus, though. This giving blue is more my concern than getting rid of the flagstones because they have a Blood Sun. Lotus Field, Supreme Verdict. Okay. No immediate interactions for my opponent, which is good for us. We'll go straight to combat. We'll continue to spread this out. I'm assuming that we have a cryptic command here, but if not, we're swinging with the team. What do we think? Is there a probability that they have settled the wreckage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't have to commit the Rabble Master. They have a random just singleton path. We're in trouble. We're offering lethal. It's just what are we throwing at it? I'm gonna offer lethal in this way. Because even if they path like something over here, it's kind of like bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, putting them to 2. Yeah. They also could have had just 2 removal spells and choosing just not to use the 2 removals. Valakut Awakening is really good for them because they can get rid of all 4 cards and dig fairly deep to find this Wrath effect. They're playing around Judge's Familiar pretty well here. They drew 5 brand new cards. So they're digging for the answer here. So if they got the Supreme Verdict, they're probably good to go. Makes 3 red. That's good. This is good. This is good. Sort of. I'll be really sad if they put 4 back. Oh, they did them all. They did them all. Looking for Lotus Field plus Supreme Verdict. My opponent just drew through 11 cards. I'm very nervous. You should be too. Join me in the nervous. Nice. Okay. Okay, we did it. We did it. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I think we're going with it. That worked. It worked. Making it work. Wow, look at these no lands. Who needs lands? Let's mulligan this. Opponent kept 7. All right. Keep, ditch a land here. Throwing that wear and tear. That wear and tear. If I draw a Cleansing Wildfire, I'll start with Leon and Arbiter, but if I don't, we'll start with Giver of Runes. Okay, Valakut in sideways for our opponent. Top of the library is a Sacred Foundry. So just a Giver of Runes past turn. Lands are cheap, that's why this list exists. Flagstones for my opponent. That ironic boom bust with the Arbiter quality that we live by here. Let's play this Arbiter out past turn. Flagstones under the old legendary rule. Oh yeah, getting spicy, right? Defending Leonin Arbiter with Giver of Ruins currently. Opponent's got 2 lands here. Hoping they kind of tap out here. We'll see. I can actually pay for mine. Okay. Oh, now neither of us are fetching. But I could Skyclave this now. Maybe I Skyclave this so they don't get that crazy Lotus going. Ooh. Who needs to search for cards here? Cleansing Wildfire them plus Boom Bust. I feel like I'm supposed to just Skyclave Apparition instead. Right. I know, but I'm trying to think of maybe I'm supposed to just Skyclave the Blood Sun away so that the Lotus comes in tapped and all the good stuff here. Let's go ahead and go that line. I do like the idea of cleansing and boom busting here, but I think we can take this away, and based on boom bust and cleansing wildfire, they're likely to tap out in some way. Skyclave's wear and tear confirmed. Skyclave's everything. Lotus Field loses hexproof? Yes, but this will force them to sacrifice 2 things. And they can pay for the Leonin Arbiter here, but then I'm shooting 2 things afterwards. If they take the turn to play a new Blood Sun and then Lotus, I can Cleansing Boom Bust the Lotus. So here's a Flagstones. My opponent's forgetting to pay for Leonin Arbiter. Oops. Magic on mine things. No! Save something. I'm gonna give this protection from black. Alright, they get a 3/3. Fine. Fine. You get a 3/3. Pithing Needle. Let's go ahead and Cleansing Wildfire away the blue mana. I'm taking this to draw a card because then I can boom bust the extra blue they find here. Which we're gonna go ahead and do here. We'll make them red-white just as much red-white as we are red-white. Red-white versus red-white here. Cool. We did something. So kind. No blue for you. No, stop. There's a fetch land. Where'd that show up from? Could have named Flooded Strand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Could have done it. Pro colorless? Nah. Black is the shade of that our heart is turning slowly. With the Grinch. 3 mana here. New Blood Sun. Alright. It's not very good for us. New Blood Sun means new to, not to fairies, new Lotus Fields. Rabblemaster to be aggressive with a 3/3 or an Eidolon to just sit there and twiddle its thumbs. Mouth rules, it's going all right. We're having a bit of a rough night, I think, here with our prison lists. Although this one's a little more on the meme side of things. Pithing Needle in the Dark, naming Tefero Hero of Dominaria, hoping to never run into the Time Raveler. Let's go in the dark. Let's go in the dark here. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Don't show me that little Time Raveler in the dark Pithy Needle here, instead of putting a Rabblemaster or Eidolon down. Spire Bluff Canal. That came into play untapped. It's clever. It's clever. 3 mana. Blood Sun. Ha! No Teferi. Does not attack with the 3/3. Scared of Rabblemaster. We're gonna play Rhetoric down because Rhetoric blocks Illusion. My opponent's shown me Path. We know that's a thing. That's true, Sunbaked Canyon cannot hurt us. This is a bonus. My opponent's helping us just like we're trying to help them. Watch, we'll find a Cleansing Wildfire and we'll just hit the flagstones here. I don't know if I did or not. I'm not really paying attention. Haha, got him. We got him. We did it. Oh, they're attacking for 3. Ooh, block. They already played a land for this turn. We named it correctly. We're a genius. Here, we'll see. Yeah, we do pay life. It's painful. I'm going to ignore the Pithy Needle and pray they don't have Cryptic Command. All right, opponent. You're stuck. I got the Pithy Needle. Named blind because I'm a genius. Saw the future. Dang, Triome untapped. That's busted. Yeah, it's part of the mana ability where this is just saying loses abilities. No, no Supreme Verdict. Undo that, exactly. No, not Cryptic, stop. Concede. This is the button you should press, opponent. Maybe they want to do something else here. Return, draw card. Cool. Teferi, bounce Eidolon so they can play something else. They go up here. They're going up here because now they have Cryptic Command to tap our team. Nope, 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 nope. Stop, stop. What are you doing? Stop, hold, pass. Don't do that, Helix. Undo. My opponent's trying to cheat here. We got an Eidolon. Back up. Teferi does broken things, but not cheating. Teferi is of the Azorius. They would never cheat. They probably did. Most people forget about this because you can't really see this. It's a spirit. You can't see it. It's like cast 1 spell. Let's slow things down. Top of the library for us is just kidding. We're doing something right now. Right now, purges Rabblemaster. Sweet. So now the turn's free to do whatever we want. Let's just rename Teferi here. Renamed land. Like I can't cycle Sunbaked. Can't play Leonin Arbiter, and we are not going to try because we understand what's going on. Opaque? Nope. Can't see. Can't see that spirit. It's not Casper. Casper's your friendly ghost. This ghost doesn't even exist. All right, Cryptic Command bouncing what? Pithy Needle again? Are we doing this again, opponent? Yep. All right, return, draw. That's their turn. Unless they use Teferi to bounce Eidolon. They don't. All right, good turn, opponent. My turn. Excuse me, opponent. We were just over this. Can you please stop tapping mana? Yep, undo. This is still here. It's not changing. Did not change. Still there. I have the green hoodie. I've been wearing very green things lately. Maybe I am desiring green devotion. Maybe I just want a Thragtusk in the way things used to be. Alright, untaps with Teferi, all that good stuff. My opponent hasn't found a Lotus Field yet. We have Pithing Needle we can replay. Opponent's deciding to path this finally. They do. We gain a land. Sweet. Thanks. Now they can play another spell here. Alright, let's try Pithing Needle again. This gets countered with Cryptic Command. Forces this. And we'll just slap down a Leonin Arbiter and pass turn. It's starting to look real sketchy here. He's trying to play more than one. He's trying to cheat. Now he's gonna bolt me. Got bolted. This is all falling apart. Not that we should really be having a chance here on turn 10. We need to win a lot faster. Hence the name Turbo Boom Bust. They were the best value last god. We need some Siege Rhinos in our lives. You know what really happened here? We ended up winning this game. You want to know how? We ended up naming Hero of Dominaria in the blind. Opponent was not ready for that level of play. Pithing Needle? They're like, wait a minute, I countered this. Yep, it's over here. It's a new Pithing Needle. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, because that's going to kill me faster. And we'll play a Simian Spirit Guide to be efficient with mana. Go ahead, opponent. Teferi, little Time Raveler, though, is going to end up bouncing Pithing Needle soon. Maybe not too soon, though. Opponent is floating a lot of mana for a shark. We doing shark things, opponent? Shark. 8 damage here. They need just a way to get rid of the Simian Spirit Guide. I can chump block. It's a 2-turn clock with a shark in the air. My opponent has found Lotus Field. My opponent's also lucky we're in game 3. Obvious chump block here, looking for a way to get rid of Shark. Need a way to get rid of Shark and a way to chump block Illusion here. Teferi, little one should be going up briefly. Snapcaster and a Bolt here. My opponent wins. Alright, let's move on. We're getting smashed. They had a Tails End. That's scary. This looks a lot like what we just ended up playing with our Red Prison list. We got smashed the first few matches and then brought it back. So it's time to start bringing it back here. We're gonna have to probably tackle some tier lists here. We need to get back on a winning record. These last few streams have been, shall we say, rough. Maybe we'll play that Black Prison list again with the rats. That seemed to be doing better than these. Maybe I need to play Siege Rhino. Abzan Siege Rhino. Rhino. Rhino Tribal. And red and white don't perform. We might have been okay with a little bit more of the red-white lockout versus this turbo list. The old junk list. Pure gas. Maybe. You missed the old gold card creature deck from a few years ago. A few decks ago. Pillar of the Paruns. Abzan splashing red for Blood Moon. What's up, Land Shutter? How's it going? We're just chilling here. We're answering questions because that's probably the best value we're gonna get out of this stream tonight. We got some cool subs, got people checking in. Happy January. Let's play first. All right. We can kind of play with this. I play FIFA. I get some FIFA in. Not on stream, but I have. Meddling Mage and a Fence. What is this? What's with the flagstones lists? Please. Please, what's going on? Play Luminarch down and put a Giver down as well. Huh, I played around Mana Tithe. Oh. Still got the Giver. Haha. We're gonna put it on itself. Go ahead, opponents. Any particular card am I interested in? Callium. Cold. Man, I'm gonna... It's gonna be so hard to say things. Let's continue to put things on Luminarch here and give it defense with the Giver here. I think the Tybalt's Trickery is kind of interesting, more for the more broken things it can do. Just gonna pass here with Lightning Bolt and Cleansing Wildfire. I agree a little bit with the MTGO algorithms because we're sitting here and we're playing against stuff that we've suddenly only begun to see and we don't have Blood Moon. It makes me kind of sad. We'll attack for 4. We're outside of the bolt range now. We're just smashing our opponent here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cantrip one of these, see what else I can pick up. Who's the land destruction deck now? I'm gonna pass. That was very rude. I think 7's better, but maybe I'll do 12. Also, what's my opponent doing? Get wrecked. Get wrecked. I'm smacking for 5. I don't even care. I'm going again. Tails end me one more time. We did it. Judge is familiar. Go ahead, opponent. Instant sinkhole. All right, my opponent's got 3 mana now. They've done it. Play Ghost Corridor. Put this over on Judge's Familiar to diversify. 5, 6, 7. I'll just wait till their turn and bolt them on their turn. This isn't slow rolling. I just don't want them to have a counter and force a negation. I don't want them to tap out. I don't even have to show them the bolt. Look at that. That's how you win. Opponent tails ends you and you're good to go. This has got to be the same list, right? This has to be the same list. You know what? I'm so upset that I didn't have enough creatures. We're bringing the creatures in. Let's bring in the creatures in. Get rid of the paths. My opponent won't have anything here. Let's do it. We're not gonna bring the Pithy Needle in. I can't be that good in not cleansing. I can't name hero Teferi again in the blind. That would just implode the universe. So we just won't sideboard it in. We don't want the universe to explode here. That would be very dangerous. All right, it feels funny to do this. We're cleansing this. I'm afraid of putting Rabblemaster down and getting it bolted. We'll just take a turn to do this and draw a new card. Opponent gets a Plains. Look at that, we fixed our opponent's mana. We're such a cool guy. Happy to oblige. Steam Vent sideways here. Looks like a fine Rabblemaster turn, especially having another one. Rabblemaster, we'll see if they have a path. Pause. They do. They do. What a brilliant path. They got us. All right, third land has been found for my opponent. Let's keep trucking. Rabblemaster, smack 'em. Get in, damage. I've gotta wonder what my opponent's doing. The fact that they kind of like F6 through their turns. They've got this flagstones. There's the Blood Sun. It's the same list. It's the exact same list. It makes me cry. Lotus Fields here. That's awkward. Guess I'll bolt them. They're ramping us. Do they have 3 bolts? Well, I'll bolt you. Get bolted. What am I gonna do with this Blood Sun here? And I have 2 Skyclaves. This is just awkward. I'm gonna get rid of it. I know it doesn't really help us, but it does turn on my Sunbait Canyons for a turn. I feel like we're just getting super unlucky here. We're playing lists that that are completely fine with their land drops how they are. Look at this. My opponent's just like, yeah, that's fine. I got the Lotus Field down. You're donezo. Was it a challenge deck that was popular? Is that what's going on? And why didn't I see this list when I was playing Red Prison? Let's talk about this. I think Magic's out to get me. MTGO's out to get me. Just saying. Who's ready for the shark to show up? Yeah, but Spike wasn't playing it today. All right, kill this or shark me. It is his list, but he wasn't playing it today. We know. We watched Spike some today. All right, this is the shark thing. No shark. No shark was made. Yeah, we got through. Makes 3 red. I'm gonna pop this in response. All right. Would have preferred to be having the Giver down, but decided to wait in case they decided to Tails End us again. They had plenty of mana. They're at 12. Taking game 1 felt good. Yeah, he was doing the Tails End thing. He did that. He took down Hammer Time in match 1. That was crazy. All right, Snapcaster Path here, Path on Skyclave here. We can go get our last planes. They get a 3/3. And now we're kind of in the same board state as we were with the last opponent here, having given them a 3/3 and then Blood Sun wasn't taken care of properly. And we can't really get, you can play this and we can't interact with it immediately and then they get a Lotus Field down. It's just like, not good. This is not good. I feel like I have to concede and go to game 3 to beat this opponent. We'll play out our Creatures of Leonin Arbiter and Giver of Ruins here. We'll play our lands. We'll attack for 1. I guess I could Skyclave here. Just play straight into the Supreme Verdict feels like a cool thing to do. I'm gonna take Snapcaster because the Blood Sun's already here. Let's see how bad this how bad this becomes for us. New Valakut Awakening. Draws 4 cards. Hallowed Fountain. Makes a bunch of mana. Teferi. Just upticks with Teferi to untap Lotus plus Hallowed Fountain, giving them 6 mana. Attacks for 3. Did the list win something? I think Spike's just popular, and so everyone sees Spike playing this. If we could get this list when playing Red Prison, we would just smash the list. but we don't get it when we play against it. Red Prison and this stone apparently line up. All right, combat away here. We'll try to get rid of, I guess, Teferi. This will be a cryptic tap down here. The correct line is to use Giver of Ruins to protect, say, Skyclave here against red or white. Kind of just a coin flip of what you pick, though. And in response, they'd be able to path it anyway. They path, get a 2-2 here. I have a 1-1. They could bounce Judge's Familiar, hit for 5, and then if they have another Cryptic, they just tap down, or a Snapcaster. Looks like we're gonna lose here in game 2. We'll have to win it in game 3. They can make a lot of mana. Wonder if it plays a Nexus of Fate. I doubt it. It doesn't need to. It really doesn't need to. Another Valakut Awakening. This is pretty brutal that they can basically cycle their hand using just a Lotus Field, and with the Teferi, they get to just untap the Lotus Field and keep going. It's crazy. It's good value. Especially since this draws an extra card as well, so you're just getting to, like, filter out any garbage. And go from there. Here's the tap down with a Cryptic Command. Snapcaster Cryptic here. Now I have to, in response to the Cryptic here, kill the 3/3. I get hit for 4 and die to a bolt. At least it's not an Uro matchup. This is true. Very true. I'm going to bolt here in case they try to do something to save it. Judge's Familiar doesn't quite prevent this. They hit for 4 right now, so we just need to dodge a bolt, which is kind of a tall order. All right, they had the bolt. They had everything. They had everything. I hate bringing these Pithing Needles in. Hey, thank you for the follow. I'm not going to bring the Pithing Needles in. We lost this list last time, and just having the Pithing Needles just doesn't do it. Let's try to be, like, super aggressive or something here. Like, here we go. Turn 2 Rabble Masters pretty quick. Can even just go with the Leonin Arbiter here. Cleansing over Skyclave. I feel like the Skyclave has to be here to take care of a Teferi. That may be incorrect, but I really don't see a reason to try to use Pithing Needle to get rid of the Teferi. I think you have to use the Skyclave. The big Teferi, they're just going to get around it anyway. All right, Flagstones for my opponent here. Oh. All right, lead with Judge's Familiar, Leonin Arbiter here. This way I can defend the Rabble Master next turn. And this makes things awkward if they try to lose their Flagstone here. Stop trying to burn play points and tickets. I do it for you all. I do it for the team. Hallowed Fountain for our opponent. Shocks this in to pay for Judge's Familiar. Cleansing Wildfire. Interesting. Let's go combat here and see if they want to use anything here. And if they do, then in response, well, not response, but you get the gist. The path. Let that go here. Let's go ahead and Rabble Master, second main phase. Maybe I need some Pop-Tarts? Hey, all right, Flagstone's Hallowed Fountain. They do lose a land here. So I guess that's something. It's a Triome, which I can clear with the Cleansing Wildfire, which isn't the worst. Let's draw with Sunbaked here first, which apparently isn't going to result in anything. Hit the Triome. Now I could have waited for, say, a Blood Sun here, but if that's their turn playing a Blood Sun, I'm kind of okay with that. Ooh, even. It's kind of cute. Attack with the Team Pass turn. All right, opponent's got lots of mana here. We are attacking though, so got that going for us. New Flagstones. 5 mana. Smells like Teferi is Teferi. Woo, 200 bits. Yeah. Thank you. Gonna untap here and have 4 mana, so they have a Cryptic Command. Gonna go straight into combat here. We are gonna go ahead and kill the Teferi. We're gonna send everything at it. I do have the Judge's Familiar that prevents the Cryptic. I make a bunch of white here. Settle. I'll counter this. Woo, Evan's here. 32 months. That's a lot of months. It's a lot of months. You know what's cute? Playing Avon down and then Ghost Quartering them. And we'll Ghost Quarter the Flagstones because that's a fun one to hit. The boss rat is here. Oh, you can't. You're not gonna hit it. You're not gonna do it. Whiffed with it. No hit, no hit, no hit. Ah, we got it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Even getting it done. Just a Lotus Field and an island left. Red mana gets rid of Rabblemaster. Ooh, Blood Sun. Way to get rid of Lotus Field off the top, please. That's not a way to do that. Combat. Whoosh. Okay. Cab lead. Thank you for the follow. Evan, when were we doing a partner dual stream? I need to join your stream sometime. Oh no, another Lotus Field. My opponent has infinite mana. New Rabblemaster. Let's attack for 4 here. And I think I want to pass. Oh, I'm getting slapped all the time here. Wow, this is a lot of mana. It's one big shark. One big shark. So we hit for 2 here, putting them to 6. I'm gonna overcommit here and just hope that my opponent does not have a Supreme Verdict. I don't see us winning any other way than overcommitting. I need a like path off the top for the shark. I think I kept those in. Need them to not have Supreme Verdict. By the way, Settle the Wreckage. We played probably correctly around that last time. I see that rat jam. Oh, here we go. Evan's here. So, Evan, we've been talking to... This attack just signals that they have what they need. We can block. We still present lethal here with Rabblemaster and Token. We need a goal. We need a goal. We need goals. All right, combat away. Rabblemaster attack with the goblins. We're sending everything. I don't care if they have a settle. Number 2. We're going. What are our goals, Evan? We need goals. Tap and draw. We make the goblin token anyway and smack him for 1. Poorly timed. I'm gonna try to bolt here. I should have bolted in response. Ooh, ooh, they just take it down to 2. Shock something in. Get rid of the Blood Sun and shock it in. Paying for red mana here. Uses a Valakut Awakening, looking for that Supreme Verdict. All right. Flagstones of Trokir. 5 mana. Untap, untap, untap. 3 mana. 6 mana. Teferi. Untap. Or draw. Untap. Uh-oh. Path. Yes. Okay. We have 3 creatures still. Dun 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 dun. Attacks with Shark. No fear from my opponent. Untaps double Lotus Field. Is this just gonna be cryptic? Tap us down? Give me that lightning bolt off the top. 1 time, lightning bolt. Bolt. Go to combat. Wow, Grace, why would you say that? Why would you say that? 4 cards. Do we think they have another Settle the Wreckage? Supreme Verdict? Well, that's wrong Teferi. Come on, let's attack. Whoa, 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 what are we doing? Snapcaster Bolt. Oh no. I assume it's gonna just be a bolt. Path is better to keep for later. Oh. Snapcaster Cryptic Command. Oh, I know Spike Note likes that Cyborg Tech. You snap this off now. I am attacking with all 3 of these goblins if you don't. Okay. Tap and draw. Card. We're gonna play Luminarch here. All right. Bye, Evan. Bye. Goodbye. See you later. All right. A lot of draws here. Teferi drawing. There's 30 something cards in. Opponent attacks us for 7. No block. There's no cryptic in the yard. Doesn't mean that they don't have one in hand. Valakut. This is game 3. Should say just below my name. Or not my name, my face. Down there. Spire Bluff Canal. Untaps Lotus Field. I will boot up and attack. Come on, Bolt, where are you at? Take a bolt off the top. Bolt, 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 bolt. Yes. All right, we're attacking. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get this win. We gotta do it at the last possible chance, right? We need to see them do a cryptic command or something here. If it's tap and draw, I probably bolt in response, right? Because I don't want them to draw another counter spell. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? Oh, especially if they're gonna return this, right? Do we think they're going to... Okay. Hold on. Do we think they're going to go ahead and Snapcaster and bolt me at end step? because then that would be lethal. And if they do that, should we bolt now or should we bolt later? Because we could wait and see if they'll use more mana. I could stop in their upkeep in case they don't. No reason not to wait. All right. I'm scared. Now they untapped all their mana. I'll just do it now. One less draw here. They have the Snapcaster. This was a reason not to do it earlier. I guess I could Snapcaster in response to the Bolt. They have the Force Negate. They had it covered. They had it covered, everyone. For all those going, Fluffy, you misplayed. I did not. We probably did. They had it covered. Oh. They had the Force. They didn't tap out, so I would have bolted and they would have been like, oh, hard cast Force. The 2-3 dream is still alive. Only just. We could attempt another reverse 2-3. That's what happened last time. This is strenuous, though. We misplayed, but it didn't really matter. Yeah. Alright. Match 4. We're 0-3, my opponent's 0-2. Going second. Going second. Okay, here we go. Boom busts. Let's get it done. Keep. Opponent wished us good luck. We do the same. Oh my gosh. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. 2 mana explore. Ah, yeah. Here we go. Who's ready? Who's ready? All right, flagstones. Let's go ahead and start with a boom. Let's start taking them off green mana. This seems like a fun thing. It was definitely a wear and tear kind of league. Should have put it in, shouldn't we have? All right, a little boom bust here, getting rid of a snow-covered forest and getting rid of our flagstones. Opponent does another explore here. Finds themselves a Simic Growth Chamber. That looks like a great card to blow up. Okay. I think I can give them a turn here. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the turn, but I'm gonna play Judge's Familiar and the Leonin Arbiter to set myself up for next turn. Cleansing Wildfire plus Boom Bust when I top deck a land, and they'll just be done. We can Cleansing Wildfire to draw, they'll probably be tapped out. Not to mention the Leonin Arbiter makes it a little bit awkward for them to search for things with, like, say, Summoner's Pact. And the Grazer, that's in my way. Move. Move, Grazer. You're in my way. A Gruul Turf here. We'll see what they bounce. Oh, and they're paying 2 more. Oh, please land off the top. Teleria West is in hand. There's an Amulet. Can't counter that. Instants or sorceries. Land. Come on, land. I don't need to search with my own land here. We're just going to blow up the world. Cleansing. Get out of here. Oops. Boom bust, get out of here. Fly in for one. I can't search, it's a bummer. Boom bustin' historic would be great. I don't know about that, but it would be interesting. Oh, that's right, this has reach. I should have attacked with both. I forget this card has reach. We're gonna bolt it. Get it out of here. All right, untap land for my opponent. Might boom bust him again, who knows? I think we're good to put a Luminarch in and bolt the Grazer out of the way and make a 2/2/2/2. You think I should have hit one of the other lands? What? This makes 4 mana. Huh? We're never going to pay for the flagstones. I wanted as much red mana as possible. You hope I draw flagstones? We're getting things done. This is how the list is supposed to perform. This is our turning point. Look at that. Opponent's just done with us. See? I guess we would have drawn enough to pay and hit. Nice. All right, so my braids look pretty decent here, and Avens. Let's get rid of... Honestly, let's just get rid of the lightning bolts. We'll keep one lightning bolt, get rid of one giver. Basically bringing in things to get rid of Amulet, bringing in things to prevent searching. This is an okay matchup. We have a chance. This is what we wanted to run into. Opening hand, okay. Needing red mana. I'll keep it. We'll chance it. We got the boom bust and the cleansing. This is pretty good. Not to mention a path gets rid of some nasty stuff. We'll find that red mana. Watch. It's 3 deep. Why would it bug you so much? It's not like Courser of Crufix is anything different. All right, Amulet of Vigor here. If my opponent plays an Explore, I will counter with Judge's Familiar. Would I describe myself as primarily a red player? I suppose so. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. Now I guess I am Blood Moon player. All right, my opponent's attempting to untap the Simic Growth Chamber. It's a little stuck to the table. Some lollipop goo or something. Bounces the other land here. Simic Growth Chamber untaps. Red. Ah, we missed. All right, well, we got punished. Not much I can do about that. Give her runes in here. Attack with the Judge's Familiar past the turn. We'll see if this pays off. Maybe I can get this boom bust going. We got a chance. Extra Amulet. No. Okay. Dryad here. Probably worth a path. Plays a land. It's getting real sketchy here. I'm gonna path my own Giver runes. Oh no, I can't do this because I don't have a mountain, do I? Oh my gosh, I don't have a mountain. Okay, thank goodness I've got a mountain. Woo! Saved. Thank goodness. I was just thinning the list out. That's what I was doing. Thank goodness. All right, a Valakut shows up here. One's got all kinds of mana. Teleria West. All right. All right, opponent. Can we stop? Kind of glad I didn't path them. They'd be playing Titan here. Go ahead and Cleansing Wildfire the castle. Maybe Cleansing Wildfire the Valakut here as well. Flagstones. They untap this. play Rabblemaster now that I found another land, so I can attack for 2. My opponent will need a Karoo land or a pair of lands, and they'll get me with the Titan. But if they have the Summoner's Pact, I'll sacrifice in response. There's the Karoo land. They get to bounce a land and tap here. They didn't float mana. Interesting that they didn't float. All right. Prime time coming down. It's interesting because if I would have pathed the Dryad, I don't think this results in any winning lines for us. Because I could see them still just getting Primeval Titan and Field the Dead. Cab lead, I would just point you to a Courser of Krufix. Courser of Krufix allows you to play off the top and gain a life, where Dryad lets you play an extra land and makes all your lands all types. You could debate whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage. I can't Cleansing Wildfire. Well, I could Cleansing Wildfire myself, I suppose. There's a Boom Bust. We were almost there. I think maybe Skyclaves might be worth it here to get rid of the Dryad a little bit cleaner. Take 1 Bolt out for a Skyclave. Maybe 1 Giver out for a Skyclave as well. Yeah, but Courser has that enchantment thing that they're kind of hinting at. All right, we'll keep this a little bit risky since I've got some Boom Bust here, but we'll use that to slow my opponent down, hopefully, here. We're just a flagstones away from things getting crazy. Let's make it happen. Radiant Fountain for my opponent. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Am I just supposed to Boom Bust? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Boom Bust. I think we're Boom Busting. Boom! Ba-bust. Yeah. What a top deck. I'm hyped about the top deck, but no one in chat is. They're too worried about Dryad and Courser. Anyway, I'm hyped. Be hyped. All right, let's go ahead and play a Leonin Arbiter here. I could get 2 in. I'm not going to. I don't think I need to worry about making my opponent really spend into this too much. I'm hoping they have one of these, you know, fun bounce lands, and I get to Boom Bust that now. Look at that. Right there. Get it. Floats a green mana. Arbor, all right. Definitely gonna Boom Bust the Golgari Rot farm here. We won't make the mistake about the whole reach thing in 2 creatures. It's not a bad one to see. Boom Bust is looking a little more awkward now because it takes me off of a card. Or Skyclave would be nice, but I think I've got to still do this. I'm going to play a Leonin Arbiter down and then use both Simian Spirit Guides. I think this is still okay to do here. Just knocking them back lands is super important here. Not to mention having now a Leonin Arbiter also on play. At least quickens this clock a little bit. We're kind of all in on the few land destructions we've already done here. We'll see how many more lands they have. Ancient Stirring nearly gives them a land, depending on what land though. Amulet's what they find. Guess they don't need lands. Plays a bounce land again, bounces castle. I can ghost quarter him. What a rip off the top. In combat. Get eaten. Nice ghost quarter. 3 damage in for my opponent. Go ahead. We know they have castle still in hand, so that comes into play tapped. Give me the next ghost quarter. Give me the next ghost quarter. That'd be too brutal. Alright, I'm set up next time I get a land. We're hitting for 3 again. What a rip. It was a good rip. In for some damage. Go ahead, opponent. Down to 13. I'm crying. Oh my gosh, they're crying. I've made them cry. Teleria West doing this after playing Amulet. Land, come on. Come on, land. Judge's Familiar is not a land. However, we get to play that and attack them for another 3. We're now going to increase this to 4. They might have the Dryad, though. The Dryad will start blocking these. So I'll only get in for 1 because of reach. 2 mana Explore. He countered. He countered. That was their top deck. I know it. I know it. It's countered. Can't pay. Judge's Familiar coming in clutch there. That's right. That's right. Ghost quarter. Yes. Yes, we ghost quarter him again, right? Take him off green now. Boom. Bro, leave me alone. What was I asking? What should be our goals for 2021? Ghost quarter next turn, send everyone to 0 lands. It must be psychotic. Nope. I'm just fluffy. No land, no love. Oh, path the grazer to send insults and then attack for 5. And then boom bust. That was worth the entire league right there. Match 5 coming up. It is a big question. Spilling my drink everywhere. Let's keep this. I see judges, I see boom bust. Judges and boom bust. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Maybe I should have boom bust immediately. No targets. Target goal 2021. Lands destroyed. Uh-oh. 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 Excuse me, opponent. That is illegal. Get that out of here. Destroy the land. Attack for 1. Pew. All right, looks like maybe oops all spells. We do have rips in the sideboard. Maria comes down. Okay. Boom bust. None of the above. Attack go. Cleansing Wildfire will be fantastic again then? Possibly. Talisman. Can't do much about that. Let's go ahead and boom bust them. Swing for 1. Trying to keep them low here. I can bolt and path something. That might be fun. Seagate. Tapped. All right, all right. I think I go ahead and cleansing them here, even though I know it sets me off of the couple things I could do. Let's go ahead and cleansing wildfire them, see if they have that basic mountain. They don't. I guess I'll just ghost quarter you as well. Nice rip. Nice rip, Fluffy. I'm going all the way with Rabblemaster. Let's go. Let's close this game out. Lands more like trash cans. That was so good. All right. Let's see what you got here. Shields down. Hands off the keyboard. Does not bolt in. Four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not enough. I guess we just got a boom bust. Who needs lands? What are lands anyway? All right, what are we doing here? Eidolon, Abrade, Pithy Needle, Rest in Peace, probably. We can just trim basically the paths and Giver of Ruins, plus like one of something else. Maybe a Luminarch. Eidolon prevents multi-spells from being played. Rest in Peace prevents oops all spells portion. Pithy Needle for Charbelcher. Abrade for Talismans and Pentad Prisms. It seems reasonable. I don't see a reason for Aven or Skyclave here. Getting to play a Skyclave is probably a little bit too reactionary. I like this. Let's go. Mission accomplished, Last God. Maybe 2021 lands is too low. That was good. That was so worth it. These last two matches have been worth it. All right, let's see some of these hate pieces. We're going to need them against this opponent. Opponent mulligans the 6 here. I have a Judge's Familiar, Rabblemaster, and Leonin Arbiter. I feel confident for some who knows what reason. Let's go. Opponent keeps 6 here. Feel confident we're going to rip exactly what we need off the top. All right. Guarantee they will probably have a... There's a Talisman. I'm almost guaranteeing they're going to have this mountain. They usually bring this in. Do we Leonin Arbiter here and then try to do something with cleansing and be cute? Or do I need a cleansing and check if they have the mountain? He can't go off if he has a mountain next turn? Yeah, he can. Just play Spy or whatever. It's not like I'm going to double Stone Rain him if I put the Arbiter in. I think I have to play Cleansing Wildfire here. And just prove to me that you have the mountain in the sideboard. Or the swamp or whatever. Oh, they don't! They're gonna die! 2 mana Pentad Prison. Abrade. Dang it. I tried to will it off to the top. I didn't get there. Let's go ahead and Cleansing Wildfire I guess I'll put Leon and Arbiter in and then do a Cleansing Wildfire just to play around that they're memeing me. And pick up another Judge's Familiar here, so I get the Judge's Familiar plus Rabble Master next turn. They have 3 mana. They've got quite a bit. Oh, Bolt Land. We going? Alright, we're going. Opponent's going to infinity. Undercity Informer here. Uses the Talisman, deals 1 damage, and spin. This is good though, because I get to see what else they have. Wow, that temporary zone's so tiny. Alright, they have a Nexus of Fate. They're doing the Creeping Chill thing. Do we have Charbelcher? We do. Alright, so we gotta be careful of Charbelcher as well. They have a bunch of natural states. That will get rid of my Rest in Peace. We have a bunch of Vengevines as well. Alright, so they kill me here. So we'll concede. Boom Bust. And Ghost Quarter. But they don't have... They don't have what we're super worried about. Maybe I do want these Skyclave operations just to take care of the Pentab Prisms and stuff like that. And I can just get rid of Luminarchs. I'm either like stopping them or not here. Alright, let's play first. We'll keep this hand. This feels pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here. I know they have the natural states. We're just gonna slam the Rest in Peace out here. Does Arbiter do anything? Not really, it's just a 2/2 bearer. I suppose could have done something different. Thought seizes me, the Cleansing Wildfire is gone. I'm glad I threw this out there ASAP. Little Judge's Familiar here, pass the turn. Alright, they gotta find a way to get rid of Rest in Peace here. Skyclave off the top wouldn't be bad to prevent Talisman Pentab Prism from doing too much. Turn Timber, they found green, down to 12. Find a Sunbaked, which isn't bad to cantrip with. We'll attack for 1 pass turn. Natural State's the Rest in Peace here. Not much I can do against that, because they have the 2 mana for Judge's Familiar. Down to 11. I don't think it really matters. We have to stop this all from happening. Alright, we'll cantrip here, looking for a way to interact with Talisman. We don't hit it, we'll bolt. Skyclave? Cleansing? Let's go ahead and cantrip one more time here. Ghost Quarter was 1 more deeper. If they have the Spy, they win. They might have saved for a natural state, but if they have the Spy, they win. Alright, good game, opponent. Not a whole lot I can do against that. They got rid of my Rest in Peace. We weren't able to get the Ghost Quarters and stuff immediately. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Alright, 1-4 overall with the list. I think the few times that we got to really get the stuff working, it was a blast to play. So, not too bad. I think this is definitely just an all-in list. It's trying to do something kind of cute. It may just not be very versatile right now for some of the meta, although we didn't see a lot of the lists that we typically see, so maybe there's something there. Rest in Peace was nice. The Braids and Pithy Needles are fine. Avon might have been a little bit overkill, so we could probably open that slot up as well. The memes are not good in 2021. We'll find a meme. We'll find one for 2021. We went up against 0 Uros. Correct. Nothing. Oh well. Sweet list though. It's fun. It's cute. It does cool things once it gets going. We saw that against the Amulet player. That's what we wanted to play against. Didn't find it though. This is Turbo Boom Bust here in Modern.